Jordan Henderson has accepted Al Ettifaq's proposal. The contract is agreed. We know it's for 700k a week. It's absolutely crazy money.
Where's the skipper?
What's up guys, it's James from Cop Logic, and boy do we have some stuff to discuss today. So we're going to talk about Jordan Henderson and the news that has broke. It's kind of come out of the blue, and it's to say I'm surprised about this one is an understatement. So to begin with, a few days ago I put out a short linking Jordan Henderson to Al Ettifaq in Saudi Arabia. At the time I didn't really think much of it. I actually put it down as lazy journalism, and I thought there's absolutely no way this happens, but that's kind of changed this morning after report after report after report has broken that Jordan Henderson is in fact considering a move to Al Ettifaq. First of all, the story was broken this morning by Chris Bascom, and he said that Jordan Henderson is considering leaving Liverpool for Saudi Arabia. He went on to say that he's set to make a decision imminently, and this was followed up by Ian Doyle, who reported that a decision is set to be made by the end of the week for Jordan Henderson to leave Liverpool. Neil Jones, also confirming this, said that he's not ruled out an exit for the Liverpool captain, though it would be a surprise, and I think everyone is kind of in that same boat. I don't think anyone's expecting this. It's kind of blindsided me. Paul Joyce chimed in saying that his future has entered a decisive period, and Chris Wheeler confirming that the offer is from Al Ettifaq, Steven Gerrard's outfit, and a decision is set to be made within 48 hours. So we're going to know on this one really quickly. He also mentioned the potential offer, which we've now got details on. So this is coming from Chris Wheeler again. He says it's a 2-year plus 1-year extension with a 50% pay rise. The family were reluctant at first, but are now seriously considering the offer. Obviously that's because of the amount of money that's on the table here. And we've also got unconfirmed reports that suggest the contract is tax-free and all living expenses are paid for. In no uncertain terms, this is a monster offer for Jordan Henderson and of course his family. Okay, so full disclosure, I was actually filming this video yesterday, as that's when this news actually broke, sort of last night. But while editing the video, things have gone absolutely crazy. We've had a number of updates that have absolutely changed this game. It's complete carnage right now, so I'm going to run you through the latest up-to-date information as of today when you're watching this video. Let's start with Jordan Henderson. So we've had confirmation from multiple sources at this point, but most importantly, Fabrizio Romano himself has said Jordan Henderson has accepted Al Ettifaq's proposal. The contract is agreed. We know it's for 700k a week. It's absolutely crazy money. Deal now depends on Liverpool and Al Ettifaq to reach a fee. Originally, Al Ettifaq wanted Jordan Henderson on a free, which is insane. I don't know why they thought we'd do that. I also don't understand why they thought opening negotiations at 0 was a good idea, but there you go. Paul Joyce has reported that Liverpool are looking for 20 million for the captain. However, Dave Cop has since reported that Al Ettifaq will walk away from the deal if Liverpool demand 20 million. Now, he's been all over this deal since last night when it broke, so I'd trust his word on that. Would you take less than 20 million for Jordan Henderson? Fabrizio Romano went on to say Liverpool are actively working on a plan to sign a midfielder. Obviously, Lavia is on that list, but he's been on that list before the Jordan Henderson decision, and he went on to say that Liverpool are also working on other options. This was backed up by Indy Kyler reporting Liverpool have reopened negotiations with Brighton for Caicedo, who is also a DM. So if we're looking at Lavia and Caicedo, both DMs, does that potentially mean Fabinho and Jordan Henderson are both going to make way? There have been reports from Paul Joyce that Al Ettifaq, different club from Al Ettifaq, are set to approach Liverpool with a bid of up to 40 million for Fabinho. There is a realistic scenario here where Liverpool lose both Jordan Henderson and Fabinho. In the same window, we already lost James Milner, Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Liverpool could genuinely have an entirely different midfield by the time the season starts. Jurgen Klopp's going to be looking for clarification on all of these things before the start of the season, and if we're getting new players in, he'll want as many of them in as possible before pre-season to give them as much time to gel with the squad, which is going to be super important if half the midfield's gone, because we don't want to end up like Chelsea where there's no cohesion. We have an absolute dreadful season. So I think we're going to know on the majority of these deals in a matter of days. Jordan Henderson could even be ours the way that's been moving. Whether Jurgen Klopp would be willing to get rid of Fabinho and Jordan Henderson at the same time, I don't know. Jordan Henderson feels the most advanced to me. I think if both clubs can agree on a number, he's probably out the door by the end of the week. Let me know in the comments how you feel about potentially losing all of these players in one fell swoop. Would you be happy with a complete refresh of the midfield? We did talk about a midfield rebuild, but I don't think anyone was expecting it to be this big. This is really what it comes down to. I mentioned in a video about a week ago, I was talking about Thiago at the time, but I said the pull around this Saudi money is huge. Sometimes you have to separate the player from the club and just think about, you know, their situation, what this means for their family. For some of these players, it's generational wealth. It's an offer that they will never get again. Let's take Jordan Henderson for an example. The amount of money that's on the line here for him, he will not get this offer from any other club. This is a once in a lifetime offer for Jordan Henderson. He won't get get this again. He's facing retirement age. There's not a single club in Europe that would put an offer in of this magnitude. This is once in a lifetime for him. I honestly can say I can't blame a single player for taking one of these Saudi offers. I think it's hard to say where this is going to go in terms of just globally for the football landscape. These offers are so hard to turn down. It's the whole Godfather thing.
I'm going to make him an offer again with you.
Jordan Henderson's not going to get this offer again from anywhere else. If he doesn't take this now, he never gets this again. What we need to think about as fans is what this means for Liverpool Football Club. Now, straight off the bat, it's absolutely not ideal to be losing your vice captain and your captain in the same window. It's going to have massive ramifications in the dressing room, losing two big leadership figures. But at the same time, let's not pretend that there aren't huge leadership figures already in there. We've got a team rife with national side captains, and you know, we've just brought in another one with Dominic Szoboszlai. Alexis McAllister's a World Cup winner. These are all trophy winners. A lot of them are national side captains. You know, we're looking at already Trent Alexander-Arnold as a potential for the future long-term captain of Liverpool Football Club. I don't think we'd be without leadership qualities in the team if Jordan Henderson were to leave, but I do think it's going to have a huge impact on the club to lose a vice captain in James Milner and the captain in Jordan Henderson in the same window. The other thing to consider from the Liverpool point of view is what the offer is for the player. How much money are they looking to stump up for the player? You know, if I said to you, Jordan Henderson out, Levi Colwill in, Romeo Lavia in, are you taking that move? I think a lot of people would probably say yes, honestly. I think I would probably say yes, and I just want to be clear, I don't want Jordan Henderson to leave. I actually think there's probably a huge portion of the Liverpool fan base that would be glad to see the back of Jordan Henderson, which is a huge shame. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves at this Liverpool Football Club. He's been an absolutely phenomenal captain, and he's led this team to success after success under Jurgen Klopp. He's lifted every trophy he could possibly lift. He's been an exemplary servant to this club. He does not get the credit he deserves, and if you were asking me if I wanted to leave, my answer would definitively be no. I actually think this season, more than any season, is one of the most important to have Jordan Henderson in. We're looking to revive this Liverpool side, you know, and I'm not saying to even play on the field, but just as a leadership figure in the dressing room, I think it's such an important season to have him here. But when you look at the bigger picture, if this is our answer to bringing in potential generational talent in Colwill, and of course another young midfielder, bolster what we've already got going on in Romeo Lavia, I can see that bigger picture, and I can see how that would make sense for the club. And I think the last thing to just maybe touch on here is Steven Gerrard, because again, this is Al Ettifaq, this is the club Steven Gerrard is now coaching, and he took a member of Liverpool's backroom staff with him, and now he's after Liverpool's current captain. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about this current Steven Gerrard behaviour, I've got to be honest. But again, would not blame Jordan Henderson if he took the deal. This is a crazy one, but we're going to know in 48 hours, because it seems like, according to reports, he's got 48 hours to make this decision, so it's not going to be long before we know about this. If you want to know what's going on with that situation, make sure you subscribe. And if you have enjoyed the video, hit that like button, because it does us a huge favour, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.